All right, welcome to the Explainer. Look, if you've ever felt kind of lost trying to make money online, you are definitely not alone. So today, we're going to break down this really powerful framework from entrepreneur Mark Tilbury. It's basically a roadmap that was born from his own hard-won experience, and it shows you not just where you are right now, but exactly what to do next. And, this whole thing, it was literally born from failure. He built this huge business empire the old school way, and then bam, the internet just changed everything overnight. It forced him into this complete and I'm sure pretty painful reinvention. And it was that journey, from the very top down to rock bottom and then all the way back up again. That's what created the blueprint we're about to dive into. Okay, so here's the game plan for today. We're going to start with the big picture, the online wealth wheel. Then we'll talk about the trap where most people get stuck. After that, we'll cover how to actually build a successful hustle, reveal the secret to reaching that elite level, and then finally figure out your own path to profit. Let's get into it. All right, so this is it, the big idea, the online wealth wheel. I want you to think of it like a GPS for your whole online income journey. It's got 4 very different stages. And here's the thing, whether you realize it or not, you are already on this wheel somewhere. So the wheel is broken down into 3 main stages, right? And pretty much everyone goes through these. But you're going to want to stick around because we're also going to pull back the curtain on this secret 4th stage. And that is the one that separates the people who are just, successful from the ones who become truly elite. Okay, so let's get real for a second and look at where most people get stuck. I'm talking about the first 2 stages. Together, they create what I call the beginner's trap. And honestly, the numbers, they're kind of shocking. Yeah, check this out. The data is just staggering. A whopping 55% of people, they never even start a side hustle. They're just totally paralyzed by all the confusion out there. And then another 28% are trapped in a failing one, just spinning their wheels, earning less than $50 a month. I mean, do the math. That's 83% of people stuck right here in this trap. So why? What is the number one reason people stay stuck in this trap? Well, it all boils down to this one thing: shiny object syndrome. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's that constant, almost frantic chase for the next hot thing. You're doing dropshipping one week, then you hear about a social media agency the next, and you jump ship without ever giving one thing the time and effort it actually needs to work. And this 2 miners analogy just illustrates the problem perfectly. Instead of committing to digging one single deep hole until they find that gold, most people dig dozens of shallow little holes all over the place. And the worst part? They often give up right before they would have hit the jackpot, throwing away all that progress just to start the whole frustrating cycle over again somewhere else. Okay, so how do you escape that trap? How do you join that 16% who are actually running a successful side hustle? Well, it really just comes down to consistently doing 4 key things. Let's just call this the blueprint for building real success. These 4 steps, they're pretty much what separates the people who struggle from the ones who succeed. And listen, they aren't super complicated, but they absolutely require focus. So let's break them down one by one, starting with the first. All right, step 1, and this one is so important. You have to stop trying to appeal to everyone. If you try to be everything to everybody, you'll end up being nothing to anybody. You've got to define exactly who your ideal customer is. What's their age? What are their interests? What problems are they struggling with? Once you know that, you can create stuff that speaks directly to them. Next up, step 2, is all about consistency. Seriously, it's about consistency over perfection, every single time. So forget those crazy 12-hour hustle days that are just fueled by a quick burst of motivation. That stuff never lasts. Real, lasting success comes from the small, daily things that add up over time. Posting your content, actually talking to your audience, and always testing to see what's working. Okay, step 3, show, don't just tell. You can't just drop a link to your product and, cross your fingers and hope for the best. It doesn't work. Take the example of a custom gaming controller. Don't just show someone playing a game. Get up close with the controller, show off the special features, the paddles, the trigger stops, and then you have to explicitly explain how those things actually give a player an edge. You've got to connect all the dots for them. And finally, step 4. This one is absolutely crucial. You have to build trust. Think about it. People are naturally skeptical of new online stores. So how do you bridge that gap? With social proof. And here's a great tip. Even if you have 0 customers right now, you can create it yourself. Order your own product and film an unboxing video. Ask your friends or family for some honest first reviews. The goal here is just to show real people using the product, not some generic stock photos. All right, so we've just covered how to build a solid side hustle that actually, makes money. That's huge. But remember that secret 4th stage we mentioned at the beginning? Well, now it's time to reveal what really separates the successful from the truly elite. This is the level we are talking about. Less than 1%. It's estimated that less than 1% of people who even start a side hustle will ever reach this stage. This is the end game. So, what is it? What sets this tiny group apart from everybody else? It all comes down to one single, powerful word: reinvesting. This isn't just an action, it's a mindset. And it's the thing that creates that explosive, exponential growth. And what's so interesting here is the huge mindset shift this represents. See, most people, when they make their first profits, they see it as money to go out and spend. But the elite, they see it as capital. They see it as fuel to pour right back into the business to make it grow bigger and faster. And this isn't some abstract idea, okay? Reinvesting means very real, tangible things. It means upgrading your tools and your software to automate tasks and just save yourself some time. It means putting money into marketing and ads to get more customers in the door. And this is a big one. It means outsourcing all those small, time-sucking tasks so that you can focus on the big picture stuff that really matters. So there you have it. We have now covered the entire map, all the way from the beginner's trap to that elite 1% level. Let's just do a quick final recap of the online wealth wheel so it's fresh in our minds. Okay, so here are the 4 stages one last time. You've got the 55% who never even get started. Then the 28% who are stuck with a failing hustle. Then there's the 16% who actually break through and find success. And finally, that tiny group, less than 1%, who make it to the elite level. Now, the most important takeaway from all this is to be really honest with yourself and figure out which stage you're in right now. Because once you know where you are, you know exactly what you need to do to move to the next level. Look, this isn't just some theory, okay? This is a real actionable plan. The entire map is laid out right in front of you. So the only question that's really left is the one you see on your screen right now. What's your very next step? What's the one thing you're going to do to move forward? Thanks for watching.